It's a Python application that's available through the pip3 package manager. So let's give the version number, and I see some output. It's already installed in my system. I'm going to call the Launchable verify command to make sure that the CLI is installed correctly. The next step is to go ahead and train the machine learning model. For that, we need to do two things. First is we need to tell Launchable about the build that we are producing and testing. This is done through the Launchable record build command. We'll get to the build name later on. The second is after the test run, which is out here through Gradle W test, we want to record the test results such that the machine learning model can learn. So we've wrapped that up in a function such that if the tests fail, we are still calling this command. Right. Now on the build name itself, the build name is unique on different CI systems. So we have on our getting started documentation page, I've given you the IDs that are available on each of these CI systems that you need to put in. What my workflow is as a regular developer. So in this case, I'm taking this add.java class, and I have introduced a regression in there. And if I ran the tests today while I'm training the service or otherwise, you can see that I have to run all the tests in this package. So there are about 4 tests and one of them has failed. This is exactly the kind of situation Launchable comes in and helps. Once Launchable learns about your test system, the failures and the pass rates, you as a developer can come in and say, let's enable Launchable to smartly tell me what test to run. The way you do that is through a subset command. So in this command, I'm giving it, the 50% of the relevant tests to find for this particular change. So let's see what happens when we make this change. So if I did the things right, only 50% of the tests would run. You can see that Launchable at this point has identified 2 tests, and add test being one of them. Right? And it's found that failure. Piece we'll try out here is we'll emulate a scenario where we are checking in to the main repository. We're doing a pull request there, and I managed to slip a bug in, and then my CI server kicks in the build on the central repository. Git commit introducing a bug, and we'll push this to a new branch that I created. We're using GitHub Actions here to simulate the CI system kicking in, and a couple of things to call out. So one, you can see this in the workflows actions file. We're specifying the Gradle file here, and the fetch depth is important. It sort of goes in and tells us to give us the snapshots of the changes that have come in. We'll go in and create a pull request. So let's do that. And we will create this pull request. The CLI is verified at this point. I'm choosing the target of 25% on the server. There it is. It's done a bunch of things. What's happened is Launchable has correctly identified add test corresponding to the changes that I've made to add.java, and we've just run that test, and that's failed. So the key idea here is to actually imagine a scenario where there's not 4 tests but like 4,000 tests, and you're trying to identify the right ones to run, and that's exactly where Launchable comes in and helps. Thank you.